Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael or Kubera. Today we are finally discussing the infamous XRP Ripple. It has dropped to 5th today. This isn't the first time this year it's dropped to number 5. Litecoin has beat it. Litecoin went back and Litecoin again now beat it. So we are on CoinMarketCap and we see that it was peaking over the past 3 months at around 68 cents in November, around Thanksgiving time. Then comes December, and December 18th, we're still at 60 cents, and that's okay, but around here is this massive drop off because of the SEC. I've been waiting to discuss this for over a week and a half now because I wanted to get all the details. I wanted to understand what's going on, and I'm going to formulate my own opinion on the XRP. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and let's discuss. XRP is a long way from its all-time high of $3.84 on January 4th, 2018. Now we see that XRP has been in the game for quite a while here, since 2013. So obviously they've survived plenty of crypto winters. At its maximum, the market cap was over $120 billion for XRP. Now, XRP is a completely different entity than Ripple. Ripple is the company, XRP is its product. They are associated with one another, but Ripple is the one that's being affected by this. And obviously, whatever happens to Ripple, since XRP is its product, XRP suffers in its price because of the skepticism, because of the panic, because of the fear. Everyone's freaking out right now. There are a few steady hands though who are still believers in XRP. I've enjoyed XRP back in 2017. Around here is actually when I made some money with XRP, and ever since then I've been always interested with Ripple, what it does exactly. The short explanation of Ripple is it's basically a cryptocurrency that's not trying to be decentralized. It's trying to work with the banks and governments and regulators. And in my opinion, I think we need a few cryptocurrencies, especially powerful cryptocurrencies like Ripple's XRP, because if every single cryptocurrency was decentralized, regulators would have a tougher time on us. Maybe in the short term we'd probably be fine, but long term, for the institutional investors to come on board, there needs to be some cooperation with banks, Wall Street, with governments. They need to understand that, hey, they can park their money, they can make some money with this, and they're not going to lose it. There are some safeguards in place. Now, obviously, us, the cryptocurrency believers, we are here because we feel safer here than the stock market, for example. But due to this unique circumstance where XRP is kind of in the hands of regulators and America primarily, if the government decides to do what they want with it, such as the SEC very recently in the last week of December, the last 2 weeks of December, XRP is held at the mercy of someone else. So that is definitely a huge negative side. That's why a lot of cryptocurrency enthusiasts want to go towards the decentralization path. That's why we had the summer of DeFi in 2020. But I do think, honestly, in my own opinion, that XRP will recover from this. It's probably going to be okay. And I'm not an expert on law. I'm not an expert on what's going on over here. So I'm going to have it in the description below a link for a lawyer analyzing this case specifically. He goes into detail of what he thinks, honestly, about this whole situation, consequences for Ripple, and what the likely result will be. So check that out if you have some free time. For a lot of XRP believers, they're signing a petition to the White House to declare XRP a virtual currency. Now, it's currently at 24,000. It was at 24,017 hours ago. The author of the petition asserts that the SEC's actions have not protected those in the community, but rather have left many crypto holders at a severe disadvantage. Due to this action, the $40 billion market cap for the currency is rapidly failing as companies scramble to maintain compliance. Billions of dollars of value are being wiped from the market in rapid succession, and most critically, hundreds of thousands of ordinary Americans, the very Americans that the SEC is tasked to protect, are suffering irreparable harm and damages. As of writing, the petition has 24,587 signatures, but requires a total of 75,413 before the White House is obligated to respond to the community's documented grievances. So I think we will reach the 75,413 with a petition. If you're in the US, I'd encourage you to sign. So what happens if the SEC wins? I was thinking about this after reading the filing by the SEC. I'm curious to what other XRP hodlers think. What happens if the SEC wins this lawsuit? Does Ripple cease to exist? Does XRP cease to exist? Does XRP get registered as a security and is offered in the public market? And do the executives face fines? 5 years for exchanges to get the right paperwork and business as usual. XRP price goes sideways until the new SEC chair says boo, then it gets dropped and moon. Gotta love how Reddit on cryptocurrencies, they're very professional. Or if it goes to court, 2 years of more sideways failing wedges, then declared official as a security. And then the SEC spends the next 6 years going after all the other coins that are probably securities because they have a case law with XRP, wasting time for pennies on the dollar from founders, stifling innovation in crypto in the US. Ripple, the company, follows through with its move to Japan, and all the USA retail investors are screwed, all because Jay Clayton is still mad he had his cronies buying at $3, but then dropped the ball on regulations. SEC will be under new management. So what's going on? There was a lawsuit that the SEC brought out thanks to one individual. Then we had these crazy articles from Forbes, for example, the beginning of the end for Ripple, and XRP as Coinbase considers its options, and eventually Coinbase dropped it. And then we had Coinbase sued over crypto XRP commissions after SEC pursues Ripple. So there was a lot of crazy headlines in the news recently. XRP investors file a petition seeking a writ of mandamus in the SEC versus Ripple case. There was a lot of lawsuits. Tetragon sues Ripple to force stock redemption. Grayscale today dropped XRP from its large crypto fund. XRP was removed following DLC Fund's quarterly review. They have Bitcoin 81.6%, Ethereum 15.9%, Bitcoin Cash 1.1%, and Litecoin at 1.4%. The move comes a couple weeks after fellow asset manager Bitwise liquidated $9.3 million in XRP from its crypto index fund. Grayscale still operates a standalone XRP trust, but stopped accepting new subscriptions to the fund on December 23rd. eToro USA suspended XRP trading. Coinbase suspended trading, as I said, which is huge since Coinbase is one of the largest cryptocurrency trading companies and exchanges out right now. But Coinbase has its own fair share of issues since they're based in the US, so they also are under regulation and scrutiny from the government. Since SBI, which is a Ripple partner, claims that XRP is a crypto asset in Japan and not a security, Ripple's probably going to move its headquarters to Japan, and some of its issues are going to be dealt with. So the SEC last week sued Ripple Laboratories for claiming it made a $1.3 billion profit selling XRP to retail investors while failing to register the cryptocurrency as a security in the United States. Now, there is an issue with this because this happened right before this. And what is this? Roisman named acting SEC chairman on December 24th. Wait. Who's this guy? Elad Roisman. It's the first time we're hearing of his name. Congratulations, Chairman Roisman. I look forward to your leadership of the SEC. Now, what's interesting about this guy is that he's actually a little bit pro-cryptocurrency. So he has a different stance than the previous SEC chairman. So what happened is right before the previous SEC chairman, Mr. Clayton, came out, he decided, let's sue XRP. Now, what's interesting is he could have sued XRP for the past 7 years of trading, but he decided to do it the last few days. And now he's left office, so it's already in action. It's not like you can just cancel it. The news comes a day after former chairman Jay Clayton announced that yesterday was his last day. Clayton had previously said he would step down by the end of the year. Roisman was appointed by President Donald J. Trump as an SEC commissioner 2 years ago. Perceived as friendly to cryptocurrencies in general, Roisman had served as the chief counsel for the New York Stock Exchange Euronext. That was sold to ICE, and that's the parent company of Bakkt. So Bakkt, you probably heard of that in cryptocurrency. At the time of his appointment to the SEC, Roisman said to the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs that the SEC must examine and re-examine its rules, regulations, and guidelines to ensure that they are still working as intended to accomplish the SEC's mission. This is most recently manifested in areas such as data protection and cybersecurity, as well as the emergence of new investments in technology such as ICO and blockchain. So what that basically means, since he's positive for cryptocurrency, the SEC might change some of its rules. So if XRP wins its case against the SEC, you won't have any more of these time-wasting lawsuits being filed. The SEC Chairman Clayton says Wednesday is his last day in office. Here he is, Mr. Jay Clayton. Clayton certainly knows how to leave on a high note. His last day comes 24 hours after the SEC filed suit against fintech firm Ripple, as well as its CEO and chairman. He waited the last day. I'm not sure why he decided to do this. Maybe it was his au revoir, see you, it's his symbol, but it just makes you think. XRP, of course, plummeted after the lawsuit. A lot of people were freaking out. It did recover a little bit in price, but Bitcoin and Ethereum started pumping. I mean, this week was the beginning of alt season in Ethereum. We are very close to a $1 trillion market cap, so it's a shame that XRP was not able to enjoy with us because it's one of the few out of the top 20 cryptocurrencies right now. It's one of the few that's in the red. But I think this is a temporary setback. Now, we're not sure how long this bull market cycle will run. And of course, with the SEC lawsuit, it's not going to be resolved within a single day. This is going to take a lot of time. Here's Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. And he, along with his Ripple team, are going to meet with the SEC in the first pretrial conference on February 22nd. So this is going to take a long time. By the time it's resolved, it might be already over. We might be already in the bear market. Who knows? This might take a year, 2 years, 3 years. This is the first time the regulator is taking a digital asset issuer with its own network to court, though it has sued many Ethereum token issuers in the past. Now, it has nothing to do with Ethereum, this last sentence, other than the fact that they were under ERC20, so they were using Ethereum's network, but that is the only thing that they had to do with Ethereum. Many of them were actually scams or companies that just went bankrupt. So that was a completely different issue. That was part of the fun ICO days. As with other instruments in its regulatory purview, the SEC views digital tokens under the lens of the Howey test. The result of a 1946 court case, the Howey test is a checklist used to judge whether or not an investment contract is a security under the Securities Act and Securities Exchange Act of 1933 and 34. So the Howey test is huge. I've worked with ICOs as an advisor before, and I remember every single one we had to just look at the Howey test and they were like, yeah, it's probably not a security, but come on. This is from 1946, so obviously it's not going to apply stuff from 2017, 2018, 2021. These rulings were for stocks and commodities and normal traditional investment routes, not cryptocurrencies, not digital assets. There wasn't even the internet invented back in 1946. So Coinbase suspended XRP trading, and it's going to be interesting as XRP, let's say, wins in the future. They're probably going to have to pay some fines here and there. But we saw an amazing comeback with another fun fan of the SEC, Mr. Elon Musk. The reason I mention Elon Musk, you just have to go on Twitter. Elon Musk, it's his official Twitter. He's a meme lord. Just want to note that the Short Seller Enrichment Commission is doing incredible work. And the name change is so on point. This was in 2018, a few days after his dealings with the SEC, where he had to pay a fine because Elon Musk tweeted about Tesla's share prices, and that caused it to jump up and to fall down. And yeah, Elon Musk had some fun tweets over the years. The SEC was not a big fan. And this wasn't still over. There still had to be a judge in the case, and this was a few days before that. And Elon Musk is just like, whatever, Short Seller Enrichment Commission. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's been plenty of cases over the past decade where the SEC was wrong, or at least partially wrong. Other big exchanges between rock and a hard place on delisting XRP. So basically, any exchange that's based in the US, such as Coinbase, very quickly wants to delist XRP so they're not going to fall under regulation scrutiny. Now, there are plenty of exchanges that are outside the realm of the US. However, they still have to adhere to the US's regulations. This is going to take a longer time for them to get in trouble because you have completely non-compliant for KYC, know your customer, and AML, anti-money laundering laws, exchanges that just don't care about that stuff. They want you to be anonymous. And usually these are based in random Caribbean nations or in Southeast Asia or in Africa or wherever. Some Oceania island. They pay them $250,000 to register and bam, they don't care. It's $1 billion crypto company. So really the exchanges that are nervous are obviously the largest and those who have the most amount of ties with the US. What's funny is that even though you're not based in the US but you accept US citizens' money, you still fall under the realm of the US, which is, it's one of the few countries in the world that still taxes its citizens when they move abroad. So that just goes to show you something. I love America, I'm super proud, but I live abroad and I'd still get taxed, of course, if I made over the limit. That's pretty crazy to me, and obviously this applies for cryptocurrency exchanges and stocks and finance. We have another platform that suspended XRP trading. Hong Kong, well, it's becoming closer and closer. It's moving towards China. And China is another beautiful nation where if they can't control a cryptocurrency, they're going to do everything they can to control those in Hong Kong and China and Macau. Again, this is all because these exchanges are scared. They don't want to deal with either the Chinese government or the US government. And for those of you who say that the US government is bad, I'm a big fan of China as well, but there is some pretty sketchy stuff that happens in China. For example, where's Jack Ma? Alibaba, billionaire, multi-billionaire, one of the world's richest guys, one of the richest men in China, just disappeared for 4 months. Where is he? So, I don't know. It's a little sketchy. Got to look into it. And of course, Brad Garlinghouse had a feeling that this SEC lawsuit would come right before. So my opinion with XRP, I think they're going to recover I think there's going to be some consequences. Check out the lawyer's video. He goes in depth into what he believes will happen. That's that. I have a positive note for XRP, but we don't know how long this will take. So for right now, it's looking a little bleak, but there exists a possibility that despite what's going on with the SEC right now, Ripple's price might just recover. Because again, this isn't just the company, it's the company's product. And while usually the company's product is affected by what happens to the company itself, it still is a cryptocurrency. It still has its own rules. It's kind of like Monero. Monero is being delisted by multiple exchanges, but it still exists. It has been being delisted by a bunch of exchanges over the years. So despite XRP being delisted, there are still places to trade it. So if you go under markets, I wonder if this is going to be updated. You can see how many markets are trading. There's Coinbase Pro, so that's probably going to be deleted. Bye-bye. But you can see how many exchanges that are trading with XRP. So this is even a better chance than Monero. It's still got over a $10.3 billion market cap, which definitely sucks compared to what it was previously. But hey, it's still not doing bad. It's number 5 on that list. And woo, congratulations to Litecoin for being number 4. Litecoin used to be at the very, very tippy top, if you remember, back before the days of Tether. So that is today's video. If you enjoyed, please hit that subscribe button. Check out my secondary channel. It will be linked down in the description below. I lost $22,500 over the past year. Opportunity cost. If you're curious what that means, check out the video that's linked below. I go in detail on my other channel of how I received over 1 entire Bitcoin over the past year. I had to sell it for bills and stuff, but if I held on, I would have been almost at $40,000 right now with these prices at 34K. It's a very interesting video, so hit that, subscribe to that other channel, and we shall see you guys in probably tomorrow's video. I appreciate you all. Have a safe night and stay safe while trading. Bye.